Hey guys, what's going on? My name is BrittanyNichole. I have hooded eyes and I tend to do a lot of hooded eye tailored tutorials, but they can totally work if you don't have hooded eyes as well. I want to apologize for the first bit of the tutorial. There is some background noise from my air conditioner. I completely forgot to turn it off, so I apologize in advance and I hope you can get past it. So today, as you could tell by the title, we are doing this eyeshadow look right here using 3 eyeshadows from the Modern Renaissance palette. Now, if you don't have the Modern Renaissance palette, a very close dupe from the drugstore is the Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air palette. I have that palette, I love it. I think Wet n Wild has some of the best drugstore formula, so if you don't have this one, feel free to pick that one up. And like I said, we are only using 3 shadows in this palette to complete this look right here. I'm gonna try to use limited brushes as well, and I'm gonna make this one fast so we can get right into it. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look right here using, again, just 3 shadows, go ahead and keep watching. So I'm starting out with burnt orange, and I'm just gonna lay that in my outer corner, and then I'm gonna take it into the crease area. And if you have hooded eyes, you wanna look down when you're doing this so you really have access to the kind of hooded area. So I always have a little handheld mirror and I try to look down and really access that hood. And I'm not gonna carry this too high into like a fake crease. I'm gonna try to just follow my natural outer corner and then go inward. So that means because my eyes are hooded and small, it gets smaller in the inner corner. So I'm gonna make sure to bring the eyeshadow down into that area. And you want to make sure to hold the brush kind of towards the end here so you're not dispersing too much color. Now, something that you don't always think of when you have minimal eyeshadows that you're working with is you can dip into the same color multiple times, which is what I'm doing, and then build that color up. So in the beginning it was really light, and now this is a couple layers, and you just start to build and deepen with the same color. So you don't need multiple colors to get dimension. So I've layered that up to a point that I like it. Again, all I went in with is burnt orange, and I was using the LA Girl 202 fluffy brush. The nice part about using this is you don't really have to go in and blend after you apply the color, especially holding it at the end. You kind of get that nice wash of color in one kind of go, if that makes sense. So now we're gonna go in with red ochre, and I'm gonna take this on a smaller brush. This is a Morphe M507, and we're just gonna take red ochre, and I'm gonna take a minimal amount of product because this can get pretty deep pretty fast. And I'm just gonna try to push that kind of like a winged liner, if that makes sense, against my lash line, and then I'm also gonna bring it into the outer V. And then switching to a MAC 217, which has no color on it, I'm just gonna kind of fade in the edges so nothing looks too harsh. And then I'm gonna go back in with burnt orange and just apply a little bit right here after I blend a little bit, just so you have like a seamless blend. I just realized I forgot to turn the air conditioner off, so it may have had some background noise there when I did this part. I'm so sorry. It's so hard to remember. I need to start putting a note in front of me, turn your air conditioner off, because I know it's distracting, but I hope you guys are okay with what I just did with the noise. I promise I will get better at turning that off. It's like 100 degrees today again, so it's like I just totally forget to turn it off because I know it's gonna get warm. But anyway, we're going in with our third and final shadow at this point, Primavera, and I'm taking that on a synthetic Urban Decay brush. This came with some Urban Decay palette I got, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put that right where I haven't really applied any color yet, mainly focusing on the lid area. And then I'm just gonna repeat the process on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna start with burnt orange all the way from the outer corner to the inner corner. Then I'm gonna go in with red ochre just on the kind of outer half area. And then I'm gonna go in with primavera in the inner corner, and that is gonna be it. So starting with burnt orange on a pencil brush, I'm just gonna hold my mirror up so I can access my lower lash line this time. Going in with red ochre. I ended up taking that actually kind of all the way into where the iris ends of my eye. I just thought it looked a little bit better. And then going in with primavera on the inner corner. And that is pretty much it. So you could totally highlight your brow bone if you wanted to. I don't want to do that today. So what I'm going to do off camera is apply a couple of coats of mascara and then apply some falsies, and I will come back here and show you the finished product using just 3 shadows. All right, you guys, lashes are on. Honestly, I don't know what these lashes are. They're probably like Kiss or Eyelure or something like that, but they're old and they are ready to be thrown out, but I think I made them work for this look. But this is the completed look using only 3 eyeshadows. I'm gonna look down so you guys can see from the Modern Renaissance palette. I think this is so pretty. This is such a simple look, and it was really, really easy to achieve. Again, if you don't have the Modern Renaissance palette, you could totally use the Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air palette or any other eyeshadow palette that you have. You can do blues, greens, purples, browns, whatever you have. This is so achievable and so realistic. It's super easy to get caught up these days in all of the products on YouTube and try to get 18,000 shadows to match what we sometimes show on YouTube because we have those collections, but sometimes it's nice to bring it back to reality and show a nice, simple look. So I hope this was helpful to some of you. If you guys have any questions at all, please let me know below. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It means the absolute world to me, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.